I've just watched the same exact thing that happened to Portugal happened to Liverpool this season. A coach with a golden generation on paper, but always when it matters, they got embarrassed. They always loses. Tactically, he is clueless. I've lived that pain with Liverpool, so trust me, Roberto Martinez just killed Portugal's golden generation, not Ronaldo, because he had Vitinha, Joao Neves, Bruno Fernandes, and even Ronaldo in his final act, and he got them eliminated in the round 16. Again, same as the Euro 2024. This isn't bad luck, this is a pattern, and somehow he's the one that gets to walk away first. But before he goes, Roberto Martinez, I have 1 or 2, 3 things to say. And also people who blame Ronaldo for this, please stay till the end of the video because I'm sure I'll change what you think. Before talking about the loser, let's talk about the winner because Spain deserves their win. I really like what they proposed in the game, and to win it at the end of the day, it's just a deserved result. And honestly, I like where they're heading right now. This run has real weight behind it. So Spain to win the tournament is trading at a strong price on Kalshi, which brings me to the sponsor of this video. This episode is sponsored by Kalshi, the largest prediction market in the United States. Here's what makes Kalshi different. You are not playing against a house. Kalshi is a peer-to-peer trading. You buy a yes or a no contract on whether something will happen, and you're trading directly against other users. Think of it like buying or selling a stock. The line isn't set by some algorithm working against you. It moves based on where the money goes. Public opinion sets the price. Right now, Spain to win the World Cup is trading at 20%, meaning that a $20 trade pays out $101 with a correct prediction. And as that probability shifts, you can buy in or buy out of your position at any time to lock in a profit or cut a loss. Kalshi is a CFTC approved, federally regulated, which is why it's available across the country, including California and Texas. Download the Kalshi app and use the code ISH to get $10 when you trade $10. Back to it. When will the losers brand quit Portugal? When? Because in my lifetime I've never seen Portugal win. Okay, yeah, they've won the Euro 2016, but they've won it as an outsider. Since when Portugal are outsiders right now? Portugal, with the squad they have, with what they have, they're not outsiders. They have to be one of the favorites of the tournament, and as favorites I've never seen Portugal win. They win when there is no pressure or when it's the Nations League. When it's the Nations League, they know how to play football. It's been 2 tournaments in a row that they get out in the knockout stage. In the Euro 2024, where they reached the quarterfinal, and now the round of 16 at the World Cup. With the team that they have, he has really no excuse. And we have to blame one man, because I think this man is responsible for 99% of what is happening to Portugal. That man is no other than Roberto Martinez, and I really hope I won't see him coaching a football team anytime soon, because his ideas, his lack of tactics, I can't tolerate it. Honestly, I imagined that Portugal would be, for me, they were my favorites to win. For me, when you have a squad that is that good, you have players that are that good in also the most important positions in midfield, you have a lot of chances to win it. And you had the best midfielders. You had Vitinha, Joao Neves, who are 2 of the best midfielders in the world, who've just won a back-to-back Champions League trophy. You've got Bruno Fernandes, who's the best player in the Premier League. So for me, you had zero excuse. But these players weren't put in the right conditions. That's why I can't come here and blame Bruno Fernandes. Can't come here to blame Vitinha. Those are not the ones to blame. We have to blame the lack of tactics that this team had. In which match did you see Portugal play good football? You know, they've always had that lack of tactics. He's playing possession football in 2026, and honestly, I think you can't insult football more than that. They played Spain, who are known of playing possession football, and you can see that even them, they didn't play just possession. They were vertical. You can see that they play with their wingers. Even how they won the Euros. They won the Euros with Nico Williams, with his pace, and Lamine Yamal's also directness. They didn't win it with possession. No one plays any more possession. Even Pep Guardiola plays with wingers like Semenyo today. So who are you to not adapt on the current football right now? You know, because people, I see them play blaming, yeah, Bruno Fernandes was the worst player this tournament. Of course he's the worst, because he's not not even being well utilized. We have seen Bruno Fernandes in the Premier League, even when Manchester United were not good, he was always the one that was providing for Manchester United. But in this team, he can't do anything when he's playing as a second striker. What was that position? Let's say you want to play a player in that role, like as a second striker, to help Ronaldo maybe start the press. Maybe you want to play a sort of 4-4-2. Why don't you play a player that has had his best season ever? That player that has been named the Saudi League Player of the Year in Joao Felix. Why don't you play him? And he knows Ronaldo very well because they've played the whole season. But no, you chose to play Bruno Fernandes, who is not a second striker. You've chose to play him in that role. Even if I don't like Bruno Fernandes, I can't blame him. Trust me, I would like to blame Bruno Fernandes, but I can't give him the blame. Yes, there is maybe a part of responsibility on Bruno Fernandes, but the rest is entirely on Roberto Martinez. And I honestly knew that they were cooked in the first game when he played me Bernardo Silva as a right wing. When was the last time that Bernardo Silva played as a right wing? It's as if that he hates the pace. He doesn't want directness. He has the players who can play winger roles perfectly in Francisco Conceição, in Rafael. He has a lot of profiles. He has players like Trincao, but he chooses to add. The more midfield that he adds, the more control he can have. It's better for him just to circulate and do his possession. For me, that's what I hate the most in football. And again, I compare this a lot to Arne Slot's Liverpool because again, I feel that there is a coach that was completely lost, because I've seen this season also with Arne Slot trying to play Wirtz as a winger, then as a 10, then he didn't know what he was doing. And a lot of Liverpool fans were blaming Florian Wirtz is not good, Makaisa is not good, Arjen Gravenberch is not good, and those players, when they went out to play with the international teams, suddenly they became good. So when all your players are good and suddenly with a specific team, with a specific manager, they are not good, you have to blame something else. There is something that doesn't click, and it's not on the player side, it's on the manager. I like that we can blame the players, that we can give them a lot of responsibility on what happens, but let's not forget that the coach plays a big role, and that's what happened with Portugal. And I don't want to do this video and only specify on the tactics and the lack of tactics. That's not the only thing that I have to blame about Roberto Martinez. It's also his decisions making. Honestly, they are as horrible as his tactics, because I don't understand why the player that brought Portugal in this match against Spain, that he doesn't get even a minute. Gonçalo Ramos scored the winner against Croatia. Why doesn't he play even a second? Why does Ronaldo always want to play 90 minutes? I don't understand it. Why doesn't a player like Gonçalo Ramos in this context get even a single minute? Joao Felix, he didn't even play against Croatia, not even a single minute. You had played him against Colombia, then you don't play him against Croatia, and then you play him against Spain. I don't understand anything about his tactics. Rafael made a great game against Croatia. He was the one that found the assist for Gonçalo Ramos. Why don't you start him? I really don't understand the decision that he makes, or even the lack of decision. If, again, I say that if you want to play a number 10 that's more offensive, that plays almost as a second string, why don't you try Joao Felix in that role? Bruno Fernandes hasn't been good, so just remove him and play Joao Felix. But no, he doesn't attempt it. And also Vitinha, because I've seen a lot of blame on Vitinha, and I won't allow it, because Vitinha is one of the best players in the world, and I won't let those Portugal performances say otherwise. What is he supposed to do when he's playing as a third center back? Have you seen his positioning on the pitch? That's honestly, I even laugh because it's ridiculous. Because honestly, even at myself at a small level, I can see that there is something wrong. How does Vitinha play so deep? Joao Neves was alone in midfield, and also Joao Neves, what is he supposed to do when he gets completely outnumbered in that midfield? And lastly, the people who blame Ronaldo. I think either you guys are Barcelona fans, Argentinian fans, and that I understand, or you have no clue about football. Because what is Ronaldo supposed to do in a team that want to play possession? In a team like that, a striker, if you have ever played striker in your life, or if you understand football, a striker is the one that's gonna suffer the most about a team that is lacking verticality, a team that is lacking pace. Ronaldo is no different. Have you seen the match of Gonçalo Ramos when he was on the pitch against Croatia? He played about 35 minutes. How many balls did he touch? He touched the ball 19 times, and 2 only in the opposition box, in which one he scored a goal. So he was really efficient on the ball, but if he didn't score. We wouldn't have said that he was having a good match. We didn't see him in the game. So Ronaldo is the same thing. At the end of the day, honestly, I want to say that I'm sorry, Portugal fans, but Portugal deserves it. And as the same thing I said about my club, Liverpool, because you can't really trust a golden generation with Roberto Martinez. Belgium has been our example. Then why do you trust him going into a major tournament again with a coach like that out of his depth? The same thing that I said about Liverpool. Arne Slot, we could see that he was out of his depth in the beginning of the season, that he didn't know what to do, so giving him more time wasn't probably gonna change the outcome. So Liverpool have lost the whole season. Portugal, it's the same thing. They've lost a whole tournament, when if they had taken the right decision at the right time, maybe it would have been different, especially that we can see that there is pace in this World Cup. They had the talent at the right peak of their level. Let's see what happens in the future. For me, honestly, it's just a terrible football week, as I wanted Portugal to win and advance, not because it was my prediction, but because I really like this Portugal squad. They have top players everywhere, and players like Bruno Fernandes, Joao Neves, Vitinha, even Cristiano Ronaldo. The last dance, I would have liked it to finish really in a good way, but it is what it is. And even Colombia team that I really like, the team actually that I was rooting for with the Colombian people, the Colombian fans, also it got eliminated by Switzerland. So for me, it's a terrible week. Maybe I'm the problem. We're slowly coming to a terrible end of the season with Liverpool, honestly, also who were catastrophic the whole season. I think I'm used to it this season. Let's hope we bounce back next season. And thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make me know it, and like and subscribe for more football content. And if you want to see another team that has completely flopped this World Cup, watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.